The GMTK game jam is one of the biggest jams in the world, and I have to make a game based on a random theme that they decide. So this video is about to determine my fate for the next 4 days. What the... Seems like this is the perfect excuse to ignore my actual game for 4 days and build a new totally unrelated game. Alright, step 1, we need to come up with an idea. Now, what comes to mind when you think of Countdown? Well, for me, it was a rocket. But not just any rocket, a shit rocket. Now, since I woke up 4 hours late for the game jam, I should probably start making the game. On day 1, the first thing I did to build a rocket game was model a house. Oh, what's that? Well, since I kinda have to do something with a countdown, I decided that in the game, you need to build your own makeshift rockets and reach a specific height before sunset arrives. Currently, we have no rocket though, so we'll get back to that later. Speaking of rockets, I managed to make a couple more components that we're going to be able to use to make our rocket, including an umbrella, fire extinguisher, metal pipe, motherboard, and camera for some reason. On an unrelated note, skewers are pretty sick, so I made a skewer looking platform to build the rocket on, and it worked perfectly first try. As I was saying, it worked perfectly first try. And now we can finally build our rocket. On day 2, pretty much all I did was make a laptop which you can type commands into to do different things, such as turning on the camera or launching the rocket. This took me the entire day. On the other hand, day 3 was super productive. I started out by making the sun actually set and decorated the interior of the house. Not only that, but I made a small town where you can steal the traffic cones to put on your rocket. Currently though, there's no introduction to the story, so I made a cutscene at the beginning of the game, but it was still missing something: music. So I hopped on FL Studio, and after making some absolutely atrocious beats,
and it kind of falls off.
I managed to make this little drum loop that sounded pretty good. It's now the final day of the jam, and I still have a lot to do. I began by making the shop actually useful by adding these new parts that you can slap onto the rocket. And to buy them, you need money from launching previous rockets that hit certain height milestones. So now that the game itself is actually complete, all I had left was to make a main menu and set up the itch.io page. Alright, the game jam's finished, but we still need a vote. So let's have a look at some other games. Firstly, we have 1010. This is a game about controlling a ball through a maze with your mouse, and I think it was really fun. I really loved the art style here. After this, I played Explosive Formulas, and this game was a fun little roguelike about a cat with explosive potions. And this game was really fun, but it did get repetitive pretty fast. And now for my favorite game in the game jam, it was Gazillion Boxes. This game was super fun, it was addicting, the art style was great. I was probably playing this for about like 30 minutes. And yeah, I mean, it was just a really good game. I recommend you guys check it out. Alright, I don't want to edit anymore, so if you want to play my game, the link is in the description. Alright, peace out.